Our next guests are part of a theater that called themselves classically traditional, uniquely original. And when you see how they're dressed up, you're going to go, yep, that meets that. Here, I tell you what, take this as a camera shot. See? They look lovely. Well, they all look lovely. I hope that's not a costume. We're talking about the New England Ballet Theater. I want you to say hi to Rachel Ganatowski. Do I have it? Fiona Berlin and Rachel Smith. Nice to have you all. This is fun. When I walked into this studio, I went, oh, look at this. Tremendous outfits. Talk about classically traditional, uniquely original. What does that mean for the company?
Yes, so that means we're putting on shows that are classically traditional, like Swan Lake and Sleeping Beauty, things like that, keeping the art form alive, but we're also putting on a unique spin and maybe telling some new stories, like The Little Mermaid is not traditionally told in ballet companies.
We're going to talk more about that in a second. I'm a little curious about that. I've got questions. But let's talk about the company itself. You got together during COVID?
Yes. Yes.
It had nothing else to do but pirouetting, right?
Yes, exactly.
Take us through the history.
Yes. So really it was myself and a few other dancers, like Fiona next to me. There was about 6 or 7 in total, needing to stay in shape and keep dancing during COVID. And since then, it's just kind of blown up. Sure,
absolutely. Okay, so Fiona, I'm going to put it on you. Take us through your background in dancing. For a while there, is it easier or harder to do that in wearing tentacles?
Oh, much harder with the tentacles. I can't look down. My whole head will fall off for sure.
I can't stand on my toes as it is. For those who don't know, the character you are dressed up as is?
Of course, the Sea Witch.
Of course. Now we're talking about the Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is on our far right. Remember, when she's walking, she's not talking, and so as a result, she's quiet. So we'll just wave hi to you. There you go. Talk about, you said the Little Mermaid's not exactly a story that you normally tell with ballet. What makes it challenging?
I don't know what makes it challenging. Well, I'm not sure why, I guess, that it wasn't traditionally told in ballet, but it seems like the perfect story to tell with ballet.
I don't think, and I don't know ballet, but I'm pretty sure you cannot pirouette when you're in fins.
Okay, maybe that was the challenge.
That is definitely challenging from a costume standpoint, trying to make, I do make the costumes for the company, so trying to come up with a design that would read like a mermaid tail fin, but then also allow the dancers to be able to move freely. Definitely, we went through a couple different versions.
You got to get creative.
Options, yeah.
Because, and again, if you're familiar at all with ballet, I know the outfits tend to be as minimal as possible, and as lovely as the two of you look, that's not minimal. What's the hardest part about dancing in a getup like that?
I'd get tangled in my tentacles. I lose my head. But really, to me, I feel like having all of this on helps me remember my character and stay in character.
I love that.
So it's not that difficult because I know I'm the Sea Witch the whole time.
The students of the School of New England Ballet Theater are ranged for how old?
The youngest would be 3, and then the oldest we have up to adults.
And you've got shows going on this weekend, June 6th and 7th. By the way, we should point out, theater's in Avon.
Yes.
That we don't want to miss that part. What do you hope folks take away from it, especially kids coming to see?
Well, I hope they're inspired. I hope they can see that ballet is fresh. It's an exciting art form that is still alive and isn't stuck in the past.
Right.
We can do things.
And speaking of not stuck in the past, I love you also do sensory friendly performances.
Yes.
Which is great. And you have a thing called, tell us quickly, Bridges to Ballet. What's that about?
That's an adaptive dance class that we started. We do a program called Everybody Dance Now with the Miracle League, and that inspired us to take the next step and make our own program.
I love that.
So those students will be in the show with all of the professional dancers.
And that not only makes it another challenge, but a worthwhile challenge, right? Absolutely. We're going to have the information on The Little Mermaid on our website, fox61.com. Again, they've got shows going on all weekend long, and if you want to check out the classically traditional, uniquely original, and boy, have they met that mark right there with these outfits. Check them out this weekend. Ladies, do we say break a leg?
Yes.
Break a fin?
Break a fin.
I mean, I guess that would be the thing to do. Nice to see you all. Continued success up there in Avon.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you in the studio.